All right, Coach, so before we really get starting into the game, talk to me about this new chant you'll have after team wins. What's all that about, all the hype going in? We hear it outside.
I think it's just guys getting excited. That's it. Yeah, it's just teams coming together, man. So it's a pretty cool thing to watch.
So in the first half, obviously, kind of sloppy. A lot of penalties, a lot of miscues, and a lot of that had to be cleaned up in the second half. Tell me just about that first half, though, for a while.
Well, I think there were so many things. We had 2 false starts. We had the roughing the quarterback. We had a late hit penalty, 2 personal fouls. We had a fumble. They faked a punt on us and got us. Everything that could go wrong in the first half went wrong. But it was tied, 17-17. There's no reason to go in there and panic. Just told the guys, take a deep breath and let's go. We got to start a little bit faster. I think offensively, again, we played well. We had 4 possessions in the first half and scored on 3 of them. So I thought we were okay. We were pretty much in tune on offense. Defensively, we just had to get some things corrected, and I think we did.
Now, coming into this game, obviously you were out Devontae Williams, you were out Juwan Petit-Frere, and Marcus Cooper, but guys like C.J. Turner stepped up. And you got to see a lot of younger guys step in and make really good plays for you today.
Yeah, I thought that when you create competition and depth on your football team, then when somebody goes down, which is going to happen, that's what this sport does. Other guys are ready to step in. We lost Mike Mason early on, and Trey J jumped in there, and then Stephen Wright and Fred Brown weren't here, and I thought that Tanano and Toa and Ron Cherry and Noah Vance, all those guys stepped up in there and played. So, like you said, CJ played well, Austin played well. So we had some guys, they want to play. We're willing to play, and we're willing to do what we need to do. We just got to be smarter.
Talk about your defensive effort. You just talked about Mike Mason obviously going down, one of the leaders of your team. But, walking up and down the sideline, guys like Xavier Lewis, it's really a whole defense, actually. Just hyping each other up. Every possession saying we're not going to give up another point. Just talk to me about the mentality that defense had in that second half to pick up for their lost one.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole thing is you're gonna beat us. You got to bring it for 60 minutes. You can't just bring it for 30 or even 45. You got to bring it for 60 minutes, and we're able to do that. We're geared towards that. Our whole mindset is playing for 60 minutes as hard and fast as we can, and if we do that, we got a chance to win in the end. We're going to run into some football teams that are going to want to do that, and they're going to stress us. So we got to be able to compete and stand up toe-to-toe with these guys and cut back on the mistakes. The self-inflicted errors, those are the things I want to stay away from.
Ran a great 2-quarterback system today, and you really have done it all year long.
Yeah.
But today you've seen Cole Kelly, obviously, in the red zone, powered his way through. If he can't make it in the first time, makes it in the second time. And then obviously with the deep pass to C.J. Turner. And then Chasen played pretty well the whole game. Talk to me about having both guys like that can come in and out, really just keep the defense guessing.
Well, again, it's like everything else. When you have quality depth at all your positions, then when something happens, you have to be able to make the adjustment. Cole has a unique skill set that we're able to take advantage of. Chasen's playing really high at a high level. I thought last week he played well. Thought he played well this week. Look at it on film just to see how he played, but I thought he had a really good game again this week. Took care of the football. We threw for almost 400 yards a day, and it was a combination of those two. But again, it's a combination of our receivers making plays when they had an opportunity to make them.
2-0 in conference play, how does this one feel for you?
Yeah, great. Look, you go on the road and win in a Southland Conference, man, it's awesome. And that's so important for us to be able to do that. We're on the road again next week against McNeese. It's a good football team at a place where they don't lose many games. So we're going to have to be really on top of our game to go in there and play.
All right, Coach, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.